everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, so tomorrow morning, once again, it's going to be another leading indicator for consumer inflation being announced. The United States Core Producer Price Index. It will be announced tomorrow morning at exactly 8:30 a.m. Eastern Central Time. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about the price action, what I expect for tomorrow so that y'all can be prepared. All right. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all some stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. All right. So let's get right into it right off the bat. For those of y'all who watched yesterday's video, I told y'all, throughout the past 2 days, I have been telling y'all that I have been bearish on the market and that I was expecting the Nasdaq to get all the way down to 11,500. And it got there exactly, like right to the dollar. All right. And then right when it got there, short sellers covered, just like I told y'all in that video. Now, tomorrow morning, I think that this right here is going to be the reaction. All right. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the producer price index, well, here it is. All right. Now, it measures the change in the selling price of goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy. All right. So with this right here, this is the forecast that they put out. And when the percentage number is lower than the forecast, it's usually not a good sign. So the expectation, at least what the bulls are expecting, is something a little bit higher, right? That way we can see like a positive reaction, a gap up, and then some more buy-in continuing into tomorrow. I think that tomorrow's numbers is probably going to be 0.6, which would be better than that little one. Maybe even 0.7. All right. And that's what I'm assuming for tomorrow. I think we're going to see that. Today the CPI was 9.1. I was a little off. I told you that it could be 8.9. But either way, that reaction caused this. I don't think the market makers are gonna be ruthless and announce two terrible um, news back to back. I think their reaction will be positive. All right. And also, looking at the NASDAQ, again, we're looking at the price action and their reaction to all of this data, right? So, looking at the NASDAQ overall, it's very hard for me to be fully bearish unless we get out of that zone, right? So, we have this zone right there. Let me zoom out a bit. That way I can see the whole thing. Yeah, this entire zone. And I think that we're just going to keep cooking in there for a while. And then the next big move is going to show up down the line. But for tomorrow, as y'all see in the thumbnail, I think that I think it's going to be bullish. I think. I think it's going to be bullish. We'll see. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So that's the expectation that I wanted to share with y'all for tomorrow. Now, let's talk about a sector. All right. Now, for today, actually no, for tomorrow, a stock is about to announce, or a company is about to announce earnings, which will affect an entire sector, the semiconductor sector. All right. So that stock is TSM. We have to look at TSM. They have earnings tomorrow morning. All right. Now, a few things can happen here. I don't think that the earnings numbers are going to be super terrible. I really don't think so. Number one, it's been beaten down for quite some time, right? Since $145 all the way down to wrong drawing. $145 all the way down to $73, right? And right now it's kind of setting up for a gap up. Um, it's kind of setting up for a gap up. And somebody could also mention that they could be bearish, and for good reasons. Like if you zoom out really like, and you look way back here, there's some gaps down here like $69. Yeah, there's a gap at $69. It's a bit worrisome. It is. But looking at the entire market sentiments and just looking at their track history as well, I don't think the market makers are going to be so ruthless and cause a massive gap down um, to $65 just to fill that gap tomorrow. That may happen later down the line, but I just don't think it's tomorrow. All right. So we're gonna let's look at TSM. So this right here is the website by the Nasdaq, right? It pretty much has all of the expectations for tomorrow's earnings, and this is how TSM has been doing. The turquoise color is the reported numbers, and then the blue one is the estimated numbers, right? So they're expecting an EPS of 1.47. Keep in mind that this is a 50% increase year over year for that specific quarter. All right. So that's what they're expecting. And so far, I mean, they've been doing well on the last previous earnings. They've been beating the forecast for 4 consecutive earnings in a row, right? This right here is the positive surprise, as you can see. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just continue that trend, and they're probably gonna report somewhere along the line of like maybe 1.5, maybe 1.51 as their EPS, right? And then sales, it really depends. Like we're not gonna we're gonna find out what they are in the morning, all right? But the most important thing that we look for is the reaction, and I don't think that all of these semiconductors are going to get hit, and I don't think TSM specifically is going to get dragged down all the way to like 66. I don't think so. So watch the semiconductors for tomorrow. Things are going to be very interesting. Obviously, if they have stellar earnings and there's a gap up, not only that, yeah, just keep into consideration this sector, right, along with the PPI numbers, right? So more positive reinforcement, and that would kind of shape the chart for the Nasdaq for a wonderful play in like the next few days down the line, right? Because I don't think it's ready to dump yet. I don't think the whole market is ready to collapse like anytime soon. Like we have to wait. We have to be very patient. Right. So now in regards to AMD, let's do a little update on AMD. I told y'all to watch it for a drop, right? I told y'all to watch it for that specific drop and for that trend to continue. Again, this rapid drop in the beginning, and then obviously CPI data number, rapid drop again, all the way down to $74 and the rally, right? So it's been a constant trend. Tomorrow, I think they're going to change course, and I think it's gonna go more sideways and a little bit more upwards as well. I think we might see $81, like a retest of that level right here once again. All right, that's what I think will happen tomorrow, and I also think that the Nvidia structure might change a lot. I think it's going to keep going sideways and going sideways as well. All right, it's gonna form something different, and this piece right here will be no more. Like I wouldn't be relying on this for the foreseeable future. I'll be looking for something else that will make it easier for me to know exactly which way we are going and how far we will go. But I expect more like sideways movement, more like this. All right, maybe a retest of 160, and then later it could be another drop. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these semiconductors. A recap, or I would say an update on AMC. For those of y'all who dropped your thoughts and opinions, I told y'all that that line of resistance might hold, that $16 level, and so far it's doing that. I was very skeptical about a big move up to 18 because of the CPI data, but right now, again, I still think that we're going to chop sideways right here. It's not gonna go anywhere. is just going to chill right over here and go nowhere. All right. And then maybe after next week, then things may get a little bit easier for me to know exactly where we're going. So that's my honest thoughts on all of the stocks, my expectations for tomorrow for the PPI data, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. It helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Nguma and the PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks for signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.